is going on YouTube? Alright, Brian back here. We got more UDY AfterDark going on. Let's see. Up on top, we got Diligent 1117. That's Dylan. Down on bottom, we have Dylan Wrestler. That's River. River gonna open things up with Worms. Worm Zex. And Worm Zex gonna be sending Worm Yagan. Worm Yagan, in fact, think about it. So, kind of interesting that, Worms, not something you see every day. And River gonna toss 3 face down back row. What are we gonna get out of Dylan? Dylan gonna open things up with Power Duality. No special summoning gonna happen this turn. Not gonna matter a whole lot. If you've ever played Prophecy, you don't really do a whole lot of special summoning. He's gonna bring that Spellbook Magician of Prophecy Blue Boy to his hand. So the other cards go back to his deck. I'm gonna shuffle up here. Gotta assume he's planning on summoning the Blue Boy and searching for a spellbook. Yep, there it is. So while Dylan's picking out a spellbook for his name, he's going to revisit Zex. Zex is a 5-pin card, whenever someone can send one reptile type worm monster from the deck to the graveyard. If you control face up Worm Yagan, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. So we're going to search out Spellbook Secrets. Spellbook Secrets activating that Spellbook of Wisdom to his hand. He's going to follow that up with Spellbook of Power, which is going to increase Prophecy's attack up to 1500. Then he will be using Wisdom, protecting him from traps, and finally Spellbook of Master. Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like he was activating all of those, but I guess he wasn't. I guess he was trying to reveal the 3 spellbook cards for the I think he was trying to reveal the 3 spellbook cards to special summon. But he couldn't special summon this turn because he used duality this turn. So instead, he's going to double up on Spellbook of Power with Spellbook of, Yep, he's doubling up on the Spellbook of Power. So, if this attack is successful, he'll get 2 searches. And, Blue Boy currently at 25. So, River's going to activate W Nebula Meteorite. Change all face-down monsters in the field, face-up defense position. During the end phase of this turn, change all face-up light reptile-type monsters you control face-down defense position. So this will pop up the Worm Yagan, which means that Zex can't be destroyed in battle. Yagan's effect. If the only monster you control is Worm Zex, you can special summon this card from the graveyard. You saw him do that earlier. Face down defense position. If you do, remove it from play when it is removed from the field. When this card is... Oh, there we go. When this card is flipped face up, select one face up monster your opponent controls or return it to its owner's hand, which you just saw that happen to the Blue Boy. So Dylan's going to toss out these Grand Spellbook Tower. and that's gonna get MST'd by River. So during the end phase, the two worms gonna flip back face down via W Worm Nebula, and here comes the Worm King. So Zek's gonna get flipped face up, another face up. Zek's gonna leave that Yagan face down because you gotta figure he wants to be able to use that compulse effect again. This time, Worm Keteros going to the graveyard. Don't really see a reason for the Keteros being special in the graveyard, I have to be honest. So Worms coming out strong, double Zex, and now that Worm King. Now he's going to overlay the two copies of Zex, Lavalva Chain, so detaching Zex for Lavalva Chain's effect. I have to be honest, I was kind of surprised. And so he's going to stack. Looks like he's going to stack the Rescue Rabbit. So he will be drawing a Rescue Rabbit next turn. Interesting. So Dylan, he's going to get that Spellbook of Prophecy again. That's the problem with putting it back in his hands. He gets back for another search, which means he's pretty much guaranteed Spellbook of Secrets if he doesn't already have it. Now yep, there's the secrets. And it'll be interesting to see what he goes for now. You know, will he go for Spellbook of Fate? Oh, he's gonna bring out that High Priestess that he couldn't bring out last turn. So revealing Spellbook of Wisdom, Spellbook of Secrets, and the and Spellbook Library of Percent. And this is a rough card, honestly, this Spellbook Crescent, because it can be such a dead card in your hand sometimes. But getting some use out of it right now, at least, letting him special summon the Prophecy, and he will banish the Spellbook Tower in order to activate the High Priestess' effect. Going to be chained 2 with Fiendish Chain, trying to lock down that Priestess, but instantly met with Spellbook of Wisdom. Spellbook of Wisdom being chained 2, my gosh, with W Nebula Meteorite, which will put all the worms face down at the end phase. More importantly, it's going to flip them up right now, so Yagan will be able to bounce a monster that's on the field back to the hand. So that's going to be that Priestess, which is going to... It's not necessarily a bad thing, because Priestess is out of the way of the Fiendish Chain permanently now, and if he has 3 Spellbook cards in his hand, he could conceivably just drop it back out, but he doesn't seem to be doing that, which makes me believe that he doesn't have 3 Spellbooks in hand. I'm guessing he probably only has 2. Plays the secrets, searching out Spellbook of Fate. Smart play here, has to play defensive, he only has 1700 life points left. So Dylan sets 2 face down in the back row. Play passes back over to River, but not before that Worm King gets flipped face down via the Meteorite that was activated. So now Lavalva Chain going to send this time. Going to be sending Alien Shock Trooper, and we also know that at least one of the 3 cards in River's hand is a Rescue Rabbit, because he did stack that Rescue Rabbit last turn. Alright, so flipping Worm King back face up. Now he's going to go on the offensive. The volatile chain attacking is the first attack we've seen. And as had to be expected, that Fate going to get flipped face up, and he's going to use, I assume, the effect to flip Blue Boy face down. No. Going to banish 3 with the Spellbook of Fate. Just going to let him banish 1 card his opponent controls, and that will be that Worm King. Alright. So, going down to 400 life points. But he's going to stay alive. And that is pretty important in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Unfortunately, I'm going to assume he can go for double shock troopers off of this Rescue Rabbit, which, if that's the case, Cowboy will be game right here. Or could be game. So there it is, there's the overlay. No, he's going into King of the Feral Imps. So King of the Feral Imps, amazing in this deck. He's going to get to search out for pretty much any monster in the entire deck he wants. Or maybe any monster in the deck, except for the Rescue Rabbit. I don't know what other non-reptiles he runs. So play passing back to Dylan. Dylan needs to be so happy right now that he did not just get cowboyed to death. Let's take a peek over in the watchers chat. Anybody? I'm so bad at this game. Message from Dylan. Alright, so game goes to Dylan. We're gonna go into game 2 here. And Dylan gonna open things up game 1. Setting 1, 2, 3. 3 back row. And then he's passing the turn. So River taking a long look at his hand, contemplating life, thinking, no, did I make some mistakes? Should I be here right now? Yes, I should. I should definitely be here right now playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On UDY AfterDark. So, reading the dual chat, River wondering for all bluffs, gonna drop out the man, who, Thunder King Ryo. Oh, excuse me, guys. After dark, Brian getting a little tired. Thunder King Ryo popping out, 1900 attack, gonna stop all the searches and half the special summons. And he's gone to battle phase, but oh, there we go. Okay, so Compulse gonna knock that Thunder King back to hand, and MST is gonna come out, nail the second back row. Is a mirror force. Oh my gosh. So pro. Dropping out a third MST, and that's gonna take out Dylan's MST, so River's not gonna be able to follow up with apparently be able to follow up with a board at all. However, he was able to get rid of Dylan's whole board, and he did come away with a 1-card advantage, which presumably will be increased to a 2-card advantage as soon as his turn starts. So, I'm going to open up the Spellbook Secrets. Going to search out Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. Going to activate Prophecy effect. Looks like he's just going to go immediately into the Spellbook of Master, reveal, or add Spellbook of Fate. He does need to reveal one. And there it is, he's revealing the Spellbook of Tower. So the Spellbook of Tower there was the reveal for the Spellbook of Master. We know he has Fate in hand now. And he's going to activate the Tower. So good positioning for Dylan in game 2. Going to attack directly for 500. Damage is good. So first blood has been drawn, and it is Spellcast this time. And the worms. Those alien worms. Alright. So, Wormzax coming back out. I'm going to assume that he does plan on doing the same play that he opened with last game. And yep, he does. There's the Yugioh. So Yugioh gonna special summon and then flip itself back face down. And now Zek's gonna go ahead and swing for the fences at Blue Boy. Hoping to do 1,300 points of damage. But Dylan not going down without a fight. He's going to activate that Spellbook of Fate. Going to banish 1, 2. He's only got 2 in there. So, Spellbook of Fate going to instantly flip down the Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. So they can get flipped face up in battle, and Dylan's going to get a free search. So bringing secrets to him. Have to assume Dylan's also going to get the extra. Yes, draw here. Yep, so River says the tower is good. Recycling his limited Spellbook of Fate. Or excuse me, Spellbook of Fate. Bleh. River says, OTK me, bruh. I don't know if spellbooks are going to be able to explode like that, especially when we have not seen Priestess this game at all. So Secret's going to search Wisdom out. For those of you who don't play spellbooks or are not as familiar with spellbooks, Wisdom is essentially a forbidden lance for spellcasters. So gonna normal summon that Spellbook of Prophecy again, and you know what that means? It means we are going to search for cards. And that's what spellbooks do. You know, spellbooks love to search their little library for all their little spellbook cards. So it's one of those decks that you kind of have to, you know, once you learn it, you know it, you're good to go. But you do need to, you know, learn which order your combos go in. So here we go, we're going to get the special summon of High Priestess. High Priestess, so good. Being able to special summon out with 2,500 attack points. In addition, she has that nasty ability to pop cards. Looks like we're going to do that ability right now. So, going to detach one. And he's going to go for the Yugioh that's face down. And Yugioh will be banished by its effect. Remember, if it's special summoned by the effect, by its own effect, because Sex is on the field, Yugioh will get removed. Next, he's going to activate Spellbook of Eternity, which is going to let him get, I think I saw him take, yes, it was, Spellbook of the Master back to his hand. So, revealing the last spellbook in his hand, and he's going to double up on power. Both powers are going to go on to the High Priestess of Prophecy, which is not 4,500 attack points. And if this attack is successful, oh my gosh, wow, did not see that coming. So save zone getting thrown onto the Zex. So he will take a pretty decent chunk of damage. He's going to go down to 48, and obviously the Spellbook of Prophecy is not going to be able to get over this 1,800 point Zex. One card face down. If you've been paying attention, you should know exactly what that is. Oh, and he's going to go Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit, using his effect, being banished, is going to get to summon 2 alien shock troopers. I'm going to overlay the alien shock troopers for a rank 4. Which one is he going to get? Going to go for King of the Pale Imps, I presume. That's what he went for game 1. Nope. I'm wrong again. I've been wrong all over the place in this duel. I just don't know how to play Worms. So we're going to use 101 to suck up that High Priestess of Prophecy. Now, Worms X and 101 going to be attacking Dylan. 101 will be direct. That'll bring the score down to 4,600 points Dylan, 4,800 points for River. River taking a peek at his opponent's graveyard, trying to figure out which spellbooks have already been used. Tower is going to be good. Now that I really well, I guess, see, that's, I was just thinking, you know, there's not really anything you could use to hit the tower if you don't have face down, but there is now, you know, this is a wonderful opportunity to use that Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. I mean, it is $40 or $35 at least. You know, you gotta get your money out of that card. So face down getting tossed by Dylan. Face down back row getting tossed down by River. No longer is there a monster on top of number 101. How sad, how sad, how sad. The safe zone was able to protect the Zex, and then 101 used its effect, detaching that big Spellbook of Prophecy that had sucked up. Now, Ammonite, whenever Ammonite gets summoned, if I can scroll over it here. Whenever Alien Ammonite gets normal summoned, you can special summon a level 4 or lower alien monster from your graveyard. So you saw him bring back the alien shock trooper. Now he's going to synchro summon into Cosmic Force Gungnir, which is going to let him return all face-up spell and trap cards to their owner's hands, which means that because the safe zone is on his Zex, the Zex is going to die. The safe zone will return to his hand. Wow. And that is it. So Dylan's prophecy falling to the worms, the worm aliens. Those reptiles are too strong, just too strong. And we see that Dylan had been holding on to a fiendish chain. Oh, that's too bad. It's too bad right there. Alright, we see that Anti-Spell Fragrance and Deck Lockdown were on their way for River. Great duel. Congratulations to both these guys. Thanks for playing. I hope they both had fun. I hope you guys all had fun watching. And congratulations again to Worms.